This YouTuber has lied about being pregnant and losing a baby to get Patreon subscribers. Yeah, it gets real low, and I didn't think the internet could get any lower, but when you kind of bring this into effect, it's proper messed up. And the YouTuber in question is Caroline Constner, alright? And she posted 2 videos. Alright, one 13 days ago, which said, I have an announcement. And now we're going to check out this video
I'm
first.
Ovulating.
Because this one is obviously the one that brings up the kind of the whole thing. There is a whole backstory to all this. You know, it's absolutely crazy. And if you look in the description of the video, she goes on to state, yep, the rumors are true. I'm knocked up big time to protect the privacy and family of loved ones. A lot of information has purposefully been omitted from this announcement. Please understand. Anyways, very excited to exploit this child for views, and I'm excited you're gonna help me do it. Love you all. Which seems very jovial on the surface, and this was the announcement. Take a little look.
A plug of blood come out, and I was like, oh my god, I'm pregnant. I'm 20 years old, and I am figuring out what to do with my life. And I personally don't think I should have to choose to do anything in life. I think I should just do life. I think I should just not die and live, and that's life. But I meet so many people around me that are encouraging me to pick a thing, to be a thing. Like, everyone's like committing to a bit. That's what life feels like. I'm committing to the bit of having a relationship with this woman who I don't really like. I'm committing to the bit of having this job that I don't really like. I'm committing to the bit of living in a democracy. I'm committing to this bit. I feel like it's okay to not know what I'm doing in life because I'm young. I'm hot. I'm funny. I'll figure it out. Life will go on, and I will, by default, be something, if not dead.
I'm good, guys. I'm actually so good. I want to have a kid. I just don't think I can have a fucking kid right now. And I really want a kid. I do want a fucking kid. And I'm not being stupid. I'm not being like, oh, well, you're young. You don't really know what it's like. You have so much life to live. Fuck you! I'm having a baby. Like, I'm having the baby. It's not like it's not like I'm getting rid of it. It's like I'm having the baby. I'm gonna have a baby.
Me. Remember how I had, like, shit going on with my uterus when I was 16? Like...
Okay, so obviously, as you can see, the whole video is just kind of this jumble thing where it just kind of jumps between like little funny skitty things. But then, you know, these photos start cropping up which show her development through pregnancy.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. So, one and all, I'm currently in my 2nd trimester. And let me tell you something, being pregnant is exactly what they say it is. It's pretty awful. It's very overwhelming to be 20 and pregnant because I'm around other 20-year-olds that are like, I don't even know what I'm like doing right now. Like, I don't even know who I am or what I want in life. And I'm just like, that sounds tough. Me personally, I'm about to throw out 18 years of my life doing the most selfish thing one could possibly do. I've had friends and family reach out to me, and I've just sort of casually told them that I'm having a child. I haven't really done a whole announcement, but the reaction that I get from people is so interesting because they're like, oh, that's so nice for you. I'm really glad that you're deciding to do that with your life. And I'm like, god damn, can't we make motherhood cool again?
Okay, so I'm gonna stop it there. You know, it's a thing. It's a whole thing. Now, the video had 563,000 views and it had 63,000 likes. It's not a bad little return. But, you know, the comment section are, you know, lapping it up, really. They're lapping it up. But then you look at the follow-up video. Okay, and the follow-up video to any parent would be destroying. Now, I saw this. Like, this was the first one that popped up for me on my feed. And I was like, oh, like, I'm a parent myself. That, like, I lost the baby. That's horrific. Like, the worst thing that could possibly happen during your pregnancy, of course, is you lose the child. Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. But then you watch I tapped on it thinking, well, what happened? Because it piqued my interest. I've never heard of this person before in my life, but it piqued my interest. So I watched the video, and I was greeted by this.
Okay,
Now, initially, I was like, whoa, she bounced back quick, like real quick, and she's very energetic. That's a very high energy intro to a video where you're announcing that you've lost your baby, that you announced the pregnancy of, you know, like over 2 weeks ago. And, you know, you're back, you're bouncing back, it's very high energy. You're like, wow, you either got over that quick or I don't know. But you watch on.
guys, I lost the baby, and I don't know exactly where I put it. It has to be around here somewhere. Okay, so some of you guys are probably wondering, no, I am not pregnant. And I'm sure some of you are shocked. I'm sure some of you are not surprised at all. I'm sure some of you don't care. But some of you might be asking, when you're a content creator, the line between entertainment and reality is very blurred. Your audience will become very attached to an abstraction of yourself. And the odd thing is that this connection can become very personally meaningful to the viewers, whilst not being personally meaningful to the creator itself. Your attention is monetarily valuable to me. And unless you have some narcissistic tendencies, which a lot of us do, the experience of having a parasocial relationship with your audience can be very uncomfortable. I'll give you an example. When I was 15 and I first started making content, I had a lot of people threaten to rape me every day. And
Now, that's utterly messed up that people did that, but let me just wind this back a bit. So, I watched this for the first time and I was just like, what the fuck? This person has made up a narrative and gone through, like, you know, the trimesters and taken photos at different stages, at different weeks, and even got some scan pictures that obviously weren't hers, but she's picked them out, and then posted that on the internet to get people, like, basically for views and for money. And then it's like, oh, you know, I'm just a content creator. The line between content and reality is a real blurry one. Haha. No, no. And then to, like, make a video, like, people have actually been through this, have actually lost children during pregnancy, during labor, during, you know, all sorts of times. This is a traumatizing subject that shouldn't be joked about. It shouldn't be made a jovial topic for you to get views. Like, fuck off. Anyway, carry on.
if you could imagine, this was not fun. And the problem with this, beyond the obvious, is that there's no meaningful way to respond to this interaction. The offender has anonymity, and in some way, so do I. So I'm not treating them like a real person. They're not treating me like a real person. You're not real, and I'm not real, and none of this is real. And yet, the effect that we have on each other is still very real. I will present myself on the internet because I want to desperately be seen and to connect to other people. And a lot of you come on the internet, a lot of you will engage on the internet because you want to be seen and because you desperately want to connect to someone. I lied about being pregnant as a joke. And the joke is not that pregnancy under strenuous circumstances is funny. The joke is not that the audience was gullible enough to believe that I was pregnant. The joke is you connected to something that wasn't real.
But how is that a joke? Like, of course we know that the internet is not always real, but people who post things about having children or babies or, you know, someone passing away, don't pass that off as a joke. They do that because it's a pivotal time in their lives, and 9 times out of 10, it's these content creators that have built up that audience of trying to, you know, be like this like vlogger who shares the ins and outs of their lives, and people are actually invested within their lives. You took people who were invested in your lives People might have looked to your video for comfort because they can't have children of their own. So they were looking at your pregnancy thinking, I can't have that experience, but I can kind of vicariously live that experience through this person. See how they feel through these times. See how they develop through pregnancy, how they feel. So I can kind of get a sense of how that would feel if it were me. And you just shit on those people big time. The things people do for views pisses me off.
And I have become something that isn't real. We all come here to find this connection over and over again. And we don't really find it until now, when you subscribe to my Patreon.
And there it is. This was all for Patreon members. A fake pregnancy, a video titled I Lost the Baby. Also, you could get Patreon views and members. For money. Your viewers at this point, they're not your view. You do not care about your viewers as people. You see them as walking dollar signs. Fuck off.
Oh yeah, that's fucking right. This entire stunt has been an advertisement for my Patreon. I'm also announcing that I'm coming back to YouTube. Listen, I wanted to come back to YouTube and explain to everyone why I had been gone and what had happened to me in that time that made me want to come back. But some of you in my audience are pretty weird, and I don't blame any of you. You know, you can't help being weird, but I didn't think that it would be healthy for me to expose myself like that to all of you. And that's why I decided to keep a lot of my more sensitive information behind a paywall, where I would hope some of the audience would be more intentional with how they interact with me, because now it costs money to do so.
Right. The incentive is, okay, I understand it. You don't want to post yourself out there because you don't want to be made vulnerable, because you don't want to put yourself out there to the quote weirdos. All right, fine, fair enough. Like, people are weird, you're not, you know, whatever. But at the same time, you instead decided, fuck it, I'm gonna be pregnant. I'm gonna announce my return to YouTube by pulling a pregnancy stunt, and then announce that I lost the baby, so I get people to click on my video, tell them that the pregnancy was actually a lie in the first place, and then be like, ha, fuck it, while I got ya, my Patreon's up. Go on, go check it out if you want to see the real stuff, the authentic stuff. No. Like, if you got Patreon members off the back of this, then fuck my life. Your audience is tapped. Oh, I don't know, man.
Guys, I'm back. I'm back, and I'm back to making YouTube content.
I'm so excited to be back. What better way to return to YouTube? What more ceremonious way to return to YouTube than by bringing back the advice videos? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Not Dr. Caroline is back in the building. So if you are looking for advice, because I am looking for content, be sure to email your questions and concerns to...
Right, I'm going to stop it there. This has pissed me off. So, like, I looked over some of her content prior to this video, and the content is amazing. Just such good quality. There is no wonder that she's got 1.01 million subscribers from 22 videos alone. Alright? Because the quality of the content was immense. But this is not it. Don't do this to your audience. Because, you're playing with people's emotions there, and that's not right. You know, you got upset because people were, sending you horrific comments, rightfully so. But don't do that to your audience, man. Fuck. Anyway, what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. This has royally pissed me off. Yeah. I'm not even doing the ending. I'm that pissed off. Right, I'll catch you later. Peace.